sad because I remember reading my little pamphlet that I was so proud of, and it said that they had to make a small incision. I was a little afraid of it at the time, a small incision to take a little piece of the kidney, but they never did that. So I thought, they know what they're doing, you know. So I just kind of let it go. But
That's what everybody thinks.
yeah,
All the
They must know what they're
advertising,
doing. Yeah.
all the advertising and stuff, people think Cleveland Clinic, they are the best, they know what they're doing. Well, you can see for yourself. I mean, they don't know. And they don't care either. I'm sorry, Chris.
no, I'm just agreeing with you. They don't, and I always thought they did. I mean, and it, you know, you hear everybody say, "Oh, you can swear by them." Well, they don't tell you all the bad stuff is what they don't do. And with the second surgery that I had, they told me what they did is they put a glue in there from the incision being here all the way down. They put a glue in there to close it up, and then they put some netting. Then I found out that because of that, I am not able to have kids at all. And that was one thing that you kind of wait for. I mean, I know some people have them early, but I wanted to wait later in life because, you know, there's things I wanted to do, and obviously donating a kidney was one of the things I wanted to do in life. And I did it. And now I can't even have a kid to, you know, maybe say, "Oh, guess what I did," you know, because I wouldn't want to tell them that, because that would, I'm not allowed to have kids.
Yeah.
I can't, and they just ruined that for me. They took away my opportunity to have children.
Donate your organ and take the life of your child, unborn child.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the advertisement should be.
Didn't bother
Because-
them any though,
yeah.
not at all.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
it was during Donate Life Month, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing, you know, you donate." And I always thought, "Oh yeah, if I ever had an opportunity to do it when I get older, I will," and I did. And I always thought it would be a good thing for kids, you know, to be able to say, "Oh, you know, this Donate Life, this is a good thing," and then as they grow up, they'll have that in their head. But the more people I talk to, the more things I read on the, you know, looking on the computer, I noticed it's not such a great thing. I even talked to doctors that say they would, you know, rather do cadavers because of a lot of things go wrong, which Cleveland Clinic never told me anything that could possibly go wrong with it. They said everything would come out good. Joe would be fine, I would be fine.
Which is
But it never turned out that way. Joe was so sick, and the bad thing is it was my kidney that was supposed to help him out, but it was the kidney that they took and killed, and they put it in him, and it could have killed him. And if they wouldn't, you know, if it wasn't removed in time. And it was pretty close to being, you know, him almost dying. And after my second surgery, I was on my TPN. And as you're on TPN, you just get weaker and weaker and weaker, and you feel sicker, and you know, you kind of want to know what's going on. And I was on it for eight weeks, I think it was.
6 or 8.
Yeah, it was about 8 weeks or so. It seemed like forever, but it's a long time to be on it. You know, when you watch TV, every commercial is
Yeah.
about food. Everything you look at is food, and it's
What's
just,
your state of mind too?
yeah, and you
Depressed.
you know, I was the type of person who I like to, you know, to drink juice and, you know, whatever, and I couldn't even do that. I would have to actually chew chips and spit them out, and I would have these, I'd be throwing up even though I had nothing in me. And it was,
Chips of ice. Not chips.
I would-
Chips of ice.
well, yeah, you'd chew ice and have to spit it out, and it was just a tease, so I wouldn't even bother doing that. And I remember throwing out nothing, and it was horrible because your whole body just sweats, and you just can't, you know, you're heaving. And they said that was normal, and I'd get my nice bag of food, which was, I had these yellow bag, which was your, you know, nutrition, and then your fats was this white bag, and every time I took the fats, I just felt sick all day, and I'd have to leave it on for 12 hours a day. So even if I was to work, you know, there would not be, I couldn't put that on and take it to work. I couldn't, and I wasn't allowed to be at work because it would also cause an infection too because of all the dirt I worked in.
There's just no
And
way.
the sweat, I couldn't do it. And that was the one thing I loved was my job. And they took that away too, pretty much, because they never told me it was going to be longer than a month that I'd be off. I ended up being off for half a year, and when I got to finally get off TPN, which was great, I thought. I forgot how to eat. I was sick. Everything tasted like plastic. And I remember seeing one of my friends, and what was her reaction? She said I looked like death.
Yeah, you were
Um,
pale
I
and
lost
skinny.
40 pounds in a 2-week period. Well, about 37 pounds in a 2-week period. And that's not normal. I mean, you can't do that without really feeling the effects of it. And then as I was reading about TPN, your organs can actually shut down because you're not letting your stomach have a, I guess you call it exercise, is that what you call it?
Normal
Yeah.
reaction.
So when I did get to eat, my stomach's reaction was just, there's poison in here, you know, and everything just made me sick. And I just remember, you know, my sisters, I got real depressed because I just felt like I was worthless, because now I didn't do a good thing anymore, I thought, because the kidney's gone and I can't work, so I felt useless, and I got really badly depressed. And I felt bad because my sisters were taking off work constantly for me, and I couldn't be left alone. And then they put me on medication to help my depression, but I always thought, oh, depression, that's, you know, what is that, you know? But when you actually go through it, it is real, because you don't feel it yourself. You feel like you're just a piece of crap, and that's what I felt like.
And Joe threw him back on dialysis, and once he left there, called up and asked a question. It was like, don't bother me, you don't belong here anymore. Go talk to somebody else. So he was on dialysis, sicker than a dog. If anybody doesn't know what dialysis is like, it's like having a bad, horrible, worst case of flu, day and night. 7/24. You just sick all the time. And people out there, you know what dialysis is like. The ones that have to go on there, I mean, it's true. People have to go on there sometimes before they get a kidney. But to throw away a good kidney that was given to you and then go back on it, what a waste. What a waste of life. A human organ that God gave you, and it don't bother them all. Open you up, take it out, it's ready to explode. It's all septic and shit it could have been. And they just throw it in the trash. It goes to the dumpster, wherever, you know, autoclave. And it's another day. They got their family at home, they're happy, they're healthy. That's all that matters to them. They got money in their pocket. They don't care about you. They don't care about the donors or anything. It's just another day.